Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have two 8-year-old Islay scotches to review today on the channel. We've got the Ardbeg 8-year-old against the Lagavulin 8-year-old. Now the Ardbeg's bottled a little bit higher at 50.8% ABV, with the Lagavulin slightly lower at 48% ABV. So I think this is going to be a really interesting review to review today on the channel, because the Ardbeg and Lagavulin are situated quite close to one another on island. So they're not located too far away from each other at all. They're both 8 years of age. They're both proofed a similar proof as well. The Ardbeg just slightly higher, but not by much. Obviously both intensely peated. We know they're going to be peaty. We know they're going to be strong Isleys. So if you're excited for this review, please drop a like on the video down below. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. It really helps the channel to grow. Okay, and let's start off by nosing the Ardbeg. Now the Lagavulin is part of the core range. The Ardbeg is not. This is a limited edition. It's the Ardbeg 8 for discussion. It says on it bottled for Ardbeg committee members. I'm not a committee member, I just bought it general retail, so I do think maybe this used to be for committee members, but it's not now. So I do think it's fairly readily available, but I don't know for how much longer. So very peaty on the nose. There's something sweet in there though as well. Obviously, once you acclimatise to the huge amounts of peat, if you're not used to peat, this is going to be very intense for you. Yeah, it's peaty, it's salty, it's earthy. Wet logs, rotting vegetation as well. It's almost like decaying leaves that have fallen off trees and they're sitting in the mud. But there's a sweetness that just runs through this and it makes it really nice. Okay, let's nose the Lagavulin. That sweetness that I get on the Lagavulin, it's a pear. It's definitely a pear note, which I really enjoy that pear note. Pear and tobacco. Of course it's peaty, but I do seem to pick up a little bit more of a sweeter style of peat on the Lagavulin than I do on the Ardbeg. That pear note is really, I don't want to say freshening. It's not making the whiskey fresh, but it's freshening up what is a tobacco and ash heavy whiskey, if that makes sense. Just giving it a little bit of a lift. The Ardbeg does seem a little bit more ashy though when I go back to them. But I get a lovely milk chocolate on this Ardbeg. But the sweetness here, for me, it's a tart blackberry. Also, I'm getting herbal qualities on the Ardbeg that I definitely do not get on the Lagavulin. For me, it's almost like a bay leaf. I don't want to call it menthol or eucalyptus, it's not that strong, but it is a little bit bitter. I'm going to stick with a bay leaf. Boiled vegetables, tart blackberry, charred wood, definitely a little bit of a bonfire, campfire sort of essence, but salty. For me, actually, it's like a barbecued salted meat, salted barbecued steak on the Ardbeg, and the Lagavulin doesn't give me that impression at all. Tobacco heavy, yes. Ashy, yes, but a pear sweetness with that. I do, however, get a little bit of leather on the Lagavulin, which is really nice. This whiskey does give me elements of that cigar lounge, gentleman's club sort of vibe. Think of a leather jacket, pipe tobacco, cigar smoke, ashiness on the jacket, but kept alive really, kept a little bit youthful with that pear sweetness. A little bit of woodiness to it, but I think the woodiness is stronger on the Ardbeg. The Ardbeg is more pungent as well on that nose. It jumps out the glass a bit more than the Lagavulin. I feel the Lagavulin's a little bit more reserved. Okay, let's jump on to the taste. And just a little reminder guys, if you enjoy the video, please drop a like on the video and don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. It really helps the channel to grow. Thank you. Wow. Licorice. Licorice. Licorice, boiled vegetables. Touching on a little bit of a sulphur note as well. But that bay leaf, little bit herbal, touch bitter. Really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm going to go back in actually. But a little bit woody as well, a bit woodier on the taste. Blackberry sweetness though as well. So I've picked blackberry because for me the fruit I get is a dark fruit, but there's a bitterness to this whiskey and it's not incredibly sweet at all. A little bit of sweetness, but it's like a tart fruit for me. So I picture blackberries for that sweetness. But I love the play with that bay leaf and herbs and boiled vegetables. And then with licorice and milk chocolate as well. It's really cool. It's very, very complex. I could name maybe 20 notes for this whiskey. Let's compare it to the Lagavulin. Certainly lighter now, but I do wonder if it's a little bit ashier. The Ardbeg's more intense, way more intense and phenolic and aggressive. The Lagavulin though, I just can't help but get tobacco and ash and leather. So I just can't get away from Gentleman's Club. Two very different whiskies actually. The Lagavulin is more of a sit down and relax mood whiskey. I'd love to go out and drink a Lagavulin. I could see myself doing that. A little bit more than I could with the Ardbeg. I think the Lagavulin's a little bit less complex than the Ardbeg as well. Not that it's not a complex whiskey, it's just that the Ardbeg, for me, it's like pinging around the place, you know? So price, let's touch on price. The Ardbeg 8-year-old is roughly £50 to £55. I have seen it on offer for as low as £45 though. The Lagavulin is around the £45 mark, but again, it does have a swing to it. It can be much higher, around £55, and I have seen it as low as £38. So roughly speaking, I'm just going to say that the Ardbeg is slightly more expensive than the Lagavulin, but for that money you're getting an extra 3% in ABV, you're getting more complexity, and if you like a more aggressive, pungent, abrasive Islay, the Ardbeg's definitely going to be your thing. However, the Lagavulin gives me it's more of a mood whiskey for me. It puts me in that scenario, like I say, of being in a cigar lounge. It's a gentleman's whiskey. I have to be honest though, which one do I prefer? I actually prefer the Ardbeg. So today, the Ardbeg 8-year-old is going to be the winner here today. Not that I don't like the Lagavulin, I do, it's just that the Ardbeg is, I think, a little bit better. But do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you had the Ardbeg, have you had the Lagavulin? And if so, which one did you prefer? And did I miss any notes out, guys? If I missed any notes, please do let me know in the comments down below. I always love reading what you guys think about the whiskies. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like on the video and don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and also that share button if you're feeling generous. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope to see you all for the next Whiskey War.